Oh, baby. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rubber and Chrome. Today is kind of a fun day. We got all the boys at the shop. We are all hanging out. Everybody's working on their own little projects. We got two of the buddies working on their pickups, on their mini trucks. Two of us working on some motorcycles. A fifth friend over here helping where he can. So let's get into it. Alright guys, day two of the boys being at the shop. We got a little bit of work done yesterday, but then we all had to split up and kind of handle some things on our own. So today we are going to knock out a couple more projects. Ty finished up his exhaust on the Honda Shadow yesterday. Black looks really good. We finally got Thomas's bike off the lift. We just need to get his new petcock installed. And for Lane's mini bike, we just need to grab a couple keyways for the new clutch and torque converter. So we're about to head to Atwood's. Catch you here in a sec. All right, so we made it to Atwood's. We're gonna grab some keyways, some bolts, some nuts, and some washers. We need a couple keyways for Lane's mini bike. I've already grabbed nuts and washers. So let's go grab those guys and let's get out of here. All right guys, after making it back to Rubber and Chrome, we were able to pick up Lane's keyways at Atwood's. We got bolts at Atwood's. for his engine in the mini bike, so I will show you guys that real quick. We were able to lift it up using 1-inch stock, 1-inch square tubing. So that raised it up 1 inch, and then we ran bolts up through and through the motor, bolted into the bottom of the engine pan to raise this up 1 inch to get the torque converter on. Now we can run a belt between the torque converter and clutch, and then a chain from there, the clutch to the rear wheel, and get this thing ripping. Back on the iron head, we also went to gyms. I didn't film any of going to gyms today. I had my wife with me and she's just out of surgery. So we're just taking things slow with her right now. Thank you guys for all of your comments and well wishes and prayers for her. She's doing really well right now, and as far as we can tell from what the doctors say, she will be completely healthy in no time. So again, thank you guys so much for caring about Erin. It really does mean a lot to the both of us. So let's catch up on the iron head. We are about to start putting the primary bolts in to close that up. Gasket's already on, primary is going on. Hopefully our clutch adjustment is correct. So now that we figured out the problem, hopefully this thing will hit the road today. Ty's here hanging out with me today. Y'all seen a little bit of him working on his Honda Shadow. He's got a 750 Ace Honda Shadow. He was working on the exhaust yesterday, so hopefully now, with this clutch working, we can go hit the road and rip. The primary is full. Get her wiped down real quick, clean up some tools on the lift, and then we'll get this lift out. Clutch, dude. Yeah. That feels like clutch, dude. All right. After tightening on the primary and getting the cable adjustment proper, we now have an operating clutch lever. Turns out all we needed to do was pull the clutch pack out. I replaced the springs and the clutch pack with the clutch out of the blown motor on the bench over there. The springs actually were in better shape in the blown up motor than they were in this one. And the clutch pack, the actual discs, the friction pads and all that were pretty bad. Friction discs, driven discs, whatever you want to call them, were very bad off in this motor. So now that we've got proper tension on the cable, proper spring tension inside the clutch, and the clutch hub nut actually properly torqued and locked in place, now the iron head clutch is functioning. Only other thing to get this thing on the road is brakes. We've got all go and no stop. So we're working on bleeding the rear brakes right now. And once we do that, we will be able to ride. Get this thing on the road, finally. So right now, I am just basically bleeding the rear brake until I get pressure on it, making sure that the master cylinder stays full with fresh fluid. I just ran a vacuum line on it to try to pull a lot of fluid through, and now we're just doing the final bleed. Finally have the proper return spring in the pedal so that the pedal springs back up. I was missing that part, so that was what was making me chase a brake bleed issue. I probably should have noticed that in the diagram for the assembly that spring didn't come. I replaced the master cylinder and the pedal, and one of those came with the plunger and one of them came with the pin. It was my mistake for not knowing that in between there I needed 2 special washers and another spring assembly. So now that we've got those 2 things, we are actually dialed. And just like that, she's off the lift.